Hey guys, it's DT. Welcome back to the channel. Today I thought I would continue my detailed collection tour. I recently showed you guys these X-Men, and I thought it would be a good time to show you guys my Wolverine statue collection. A lot of them are up there on the top of this PAX unit, but I've got some in other places as well, scattered around these X-Men, as well as in my office. And since we're talking about Deadpool and Wolverine, I thought I'd show you guys the few Deadpool statues I have as well. So we're up here at the top. This is where I put most of my quarter scale Wolverine statues, third scale if I can fit them. This is the XM Studios Weapon X, sculpted by Daniel Bel. Very nice older piece, back when Daniel Bel was doing stuff for XM Studios. But I really love this nice wet water effect. Looks like he just came out of this tank. We've got all these screens and stuff back there. All right, then we're moving on over here. This is a custom Franco Carlesimo Wolverine. This is the Uncanny suit, I believe. He doesn't have a mask with this suit. It's kind of this full-bodied suit, no skin showing. The group that I got this from was actually doing the line, and that's why we got the Uncanny Jean Grey back there in a similar suit. I think they were supposed to do the whole line of X-Men, but I'm not sure if they're still doing it or not. But they started off with this Wolverine, nice shiny metal claws on this guy. I really like Franco's Wolverine. All right, then we're moving over to another Franco Wolverine. This one's the classic yellow suit, screaming portrait. This one got criticized for this snow. It's kind of shiny and silver. We've got the Omega Red tentacles, and that's because he sort of goes with this Omega Red right down here, also sculpted by Franco. But they did a better job on this snow than this up here. All right, then we're moving over here. This is the Berserker Rage Wolverine, a custom. This thing is crazy. We got the bloody face. Kind of half his mask is torn off. You're not gonna find too many licensed companies that are gonna be as gnarly as this. Look at that, look at the arm. Pretty gruesome stuff. Again, metal claws. This one looks a little bit crooked. I might need to fix that. I really love this one. Dynamic, he's on kind of a Japanese building, a rooftop where he's done some damage here to a couple ninjas. They're hanging off the top. He's got swords, little shurikens, and arrows sticking out of his body. Again, another yellow Wolverine, but a slightly different take on him. And then moving over here, this one is the PCS 1/3 scale Gamerverse Wolverine. Pretty classic looking suit. However, he's got the blue stripes, kind of the blue cowl, and a brown belt. So, you know, he's kind of missing that red belt. I guess I could get it repainted if I really wanted to, but this one doesn't have metal claws, I believe. For some reason, the licensed companies don't do metal claws. Maybe it's a safety thing. They don't want to get sued if somebody pokes their eye out or something like that. This is a 1/3 scale Wolverine, but he's still able to fit up on the top. That just goes to show you how short Wolverine is. Oh, this one is also sculpted by Franco. As you can see, it's very similar to this pose. He's a little bit more upright, but I guess there's only so many ways you can pose a Wolverine. But got him right behind the Marvel sign as the centerpiece of this whole collection. All right, then we're moving over here to a brown Wolverine. This one is the XM Studios brown Wolverine, the best licensed one in my opinion. He is a little bit overscaled, being a little bit bigger than most quarter scale statues, but great texturing on the suit there. He does have a red belt, but they took some liberties with the design. He too is kind of on the rooftop, kind of jumping over the side, which makes it a great piece to display up high. You know, I don't like to display too many statues up high, but you know, when they're already on a rooftop, it just makes sense. And then continuing our Japanese theme, we've got this samurai Wolverine. He has just decapitated the silver samurai. You see his head right there. Again, pretty gruesome stuff. You're not gonna find a licensed piece like this. Unmasked portrait, but he has his own little Japanese style mask on. Got a little rice paddy hat, and then he's got two katanas, a lot of blood, scratches on his body, some samurai pants and armor. And then down here we've got the full silver samurai body, minus the head. Pretty cool samurai Wolverine or Logan. Nice veins in his body. Almost looks sort of like an anime statue with that musculature. But there we go. I got another samurai I'll show you guys in a bit. But moving over here, we got the Sideshow X23. Finally, we get to a Sideshow piece. It's on this Sentinel hand base that matches that Wolvie over there. Dynamic X23, great sculpt, great body proportions. I love the hair kind of flying up in the air like that. This one is the EX. He's got the mask on with the open mouth. The other unmasked portrait looks good as well. Here we've got kind of these tentacles grabbing onto her. Next up, we have this Iron Kite Studios Age of Apocalypse Wolverine. It's an awesome piece, really heavy, giant blue hair. Crazy hair on his arms too, and then of course he's missing his hand, but really cool take on Wolverine. We don't see too many statues being made of this version of Wolverine. He also has the tentacles down here, but they don't really match up with the XM Studios Apocalypse, so it's kind of better that he's up here by himself with the other Wolvies. I did do an unboxing of that. I just never made the video, so if you guys want to see it, let me know and I will put that together. Then over here we've got the first Wolverine that I got. This is the Sideshow premium format. As you can see, a lot of cool details with this. It's just not the OG yellow suit. It's kind of based on, I believe, the Astonish. Oh, there's my drill. I was actually looking for that thing. Actually, that's my driver, but I was looking for that the other day to hang some stuff up, and I couldn't find it anywhere in my house, but look, there it is, hiding by Wolverine. Oh, the battery's still good. I was actually yelling at the kids because I thought they hid it somewhere. So I love this pose. A lot of people had some leaning problems with this guy, but as long as you keep him cool, I think he should be okay. But there you go. All right, then down here, we've got this crazy steroid Wolverine. This is called the Wolfkiller. He's got metal claws, giant muscles. This one's sculpted by Sosa. Kind of a hard to get piece. I really like it. Some people don't like it because they think he's overly muscularized, but I think that's the whole point with this guy. I kind of put him in here, way in the back, because I can fit him in there with Beast. So those are the Wolverines up there on top. Unfortunately, I don't really have room to fit any more. I was thinking about maybe moving X23 somewhere else, but you know, she belongs there. Plus she kind of matches that other Sideshow Wolverine. So I'll leave her up there, and I just scattered some other Wolverines within the X-Men here. This one is another custom. This one comes with metal claws. He has blue shoulder pads as well, but you know, I didn't need one more yellow Wolverine that looked pretty much exactly the same as all the rest. So I kind of made this guy as different as I could with the options that were provided. I used this shorter fin cowl to just look different. And I didn't put the blue shoulder pads on to give him a different look. And I think it looks pretty cool. And then down at the bottom, I've got this Mark Silvestri Cowboy Wolverine based on some cover artwork. Really cool sculpt on this guy. Did a video of the unboxing. Picked this one up from a local collector who was looking to get rid of his. Very cool, unique look. His top is ripped up into a tank top. I thought it was a tank top the first time I saw it, but then when you look closer, it's actually his costume that's just been ripped to look like a tank top. Then he's got the blue denim pants, kind of this desert base, which is unique. Comes with that little skull as well, but right now I just have them kind of displayed here off the edge, which I don't like, next to Archangel. So eventually I'll rearrange these guys, maybe put all the Wolverines in one spot. But when you have an X-Men setup, you kind of need a Wolverine in there. So here's another Sideshow piece. This is the Sideshow Logan, sculpted by Daniel Bel. Love this Logan. Best Logan for the money, in my opinion. He's got the dog tags, some great muscles, some great anatomy. Got a full video on this guy as well if you want to see it. Check it out. All right, and then finally over here, he's got some smaller scaled, I think these are Gentle Giant Wolverines, but we've got, you know, the classic first appearance, and then some of the later versions, 80s and 90s. And my goal was to get these all signed by Wolverine artists, so kind of started out there with Mr. Adam Kubert. I thought I might try and get an Art Adams to sign one, maybe a Jim Lee as well, maybe Mark Silvestri, whoever I see next. I'm gonna bring these to a convention and sign the base. But you know, when I first bought these, I was like, okay, I can take this thing off of the base and just bring the base in my backpack, but it's already glued on, comes glued on. So I had to bring the whole statue over to Adam Kubert in Florida to sign it, which means I had to bring the whole box and everything. Pain in the butt, but well worth it. I tried to heat this up and melt the glue so I can separate it, but no luck, so I just brought the whole thing. But I'll probably move these guys. They don't really fit in here with the quarter scale pieces, but you know, for now, I like to look at them, so they're staying there. And then moving on to this side of the room, we've got some original art, Wolverine stuff. I don't hang up a whole lot of my original art. Most of it goes into portfolios that I have locked up. But here we got a Mark Silvestri cover, a Rob Liefeld splash, we got a Stephen Platt cover, and then a Sam Keith splash. Here we've got a multiple cover by J. Scott Campbell. This is actually 4 different covers. Featured on the death of Wolverine. And then right here next to my thermostat and light switch, we have this Weapon X in the tank. A lot of people were mad that I didn't put water in this thing, but come on guys, I'm not gonna put water in it. At least not in its current state without sealing the bottom, you know. And even if I did put water in it, I would have to remove it. Otherwise the statue would probably disintegrate over time, or at least the paint would. But a really cool piece. You know, I think the bubbles help make this piece. The lights help as well. Without the bubbles, it kind of looks a little stagnant and plain. But pretty cool piece. If you guys want to see the full review and haven't seen it, check it out. It's the most viewed video on this channel. So I think it's worth taking a look at. And then, since we're over here, we got a Deadpool statue. 2 actually. So this is a custom Deadpool. He's got all the weapons, great sculpt. He's got this kind of exposed face, giant rocket launcher. It's more of a serious Deadpool statue, not quite as comedic as a lot of them. I have some other Deadpool statues that are more, you know, funny, but this is just a badass Deadpool. We also got a Headpool back there with his little propeller hat. Guess that's kind of funny. So is this little rubber ducky. And then back there, we've got the Kidpool from Sideshow. So this is a smaller piece, kind of hard to display because it's in this little swimming pool, but I just stuck them back there. Kind of completes the scene. Kidpool with a snorkel. This guy gets his own little case here. So I've got one Wolverine over here with my Batman Samurai setup. This is an alternate torso to that other Samurai Wolverine without the mask. He's got a cigar stuff, but I just display him up here like he's coming out of the ground. Here's that other Samurai Wolverine. This one's really cool. What really makes this statue is this dragon in the back. Super detailed dragon with all these scales and stuff, arms, tail. And then the Wolverine himself is pretty cool. His head is a little bit smaller, maybe just an artistic choice there, but you know, I still like this statue. But I think eventually if I'm gonna keep getting Samurai Batman pieces, this guy's gonna have to go somewhere else, because right now he's in between two Batman on top of a Penguin and Poison Ivy. But this one came with a few different portraits, as you can see. I thought this screaming one was the best one, but I have a whole video on this one too, if you guys want to check it out. Okay, so here we are in my office. It's a little messy, but I'll give you guys a more extensive look at this office when I get to that part. But for now, we're focusing just on these Wolverines. And here's one that I picked up recently. This is a Wolverine on throne, dead ninja throne, a lot of dead ninjas. Really cool piece. I thought about putting this up on top as the centerpiece, but I thought the 1/3 scale was a little bit taller. This guy came with a bunch of different portraits, but I'm digging this one. Stay tuned. I do have a video coming out for this thing, so I don't want to give too much away, but pretty crazy piece. Stay tuned for the full video. And then we do have a 1/6 scale Wolverine over here. This is the Kotobukiya, I think is how you pronounce it. I was watching some video. I used to call it Kotobukiya, but I think it's called Kotobukiya. You know, by itself, this statue kind of looks a little funny, like Wolverine's falling or tripping over something. But in the battle scene here that we have set up against this big guy, kind of just makes sense, right? There's a Deadpool in here as well, also by Kotobukiya. This is, they've made a newer one, but I like this one because it's got a really small, narrow base, flat, and we can just put him in here like he's doing some slice and dice on this Sentinel leg. We got a few more over here on my messy counter. This is another Sentinel piece. Again, jumping Wolverine. Kind of a fun piece. And over here we have the Sideshow bust, sculpted by Daniel Bel. Really cool bust of Wolverine. I wish they made a full version of this. You can't really add this on to another statue because of its design here. It's not really a full torso, but it would have been cool if somebody came up with kind of legs for this guy. This is kind of where I put all my little extra torso busts that I have. Kind of fits right in there with some of these other guys that otherwise would not have a home. We got one more Wolverine right there. Wolverine fighting Deadpool. This is a crazy piece. Custom. Made a whole video about this based on some artwork. Got Deadpool with a gun to Wolverine's head while Wolverine has his claws through Deadpool's chest. He's got the shurikens in his back. Pretty crazy statue. This one's got head pulled, biting his calf. Speaking of calves, this guy's got some giant ones over here. We've got like a juggernaut head, Spidey, and then over here we've got another Deadpool. This is the XM Studios Daniel Bel Deadpool. I recently made a video about that, but stuck him up here with the carousel unicorn. Looks pretty cool, right in between Batman and Spidey. But got some other cool stuff up here as well that I'll show you guys eventually. I think I got one more Deadpool statue. It's my last Deadpool statue right there. This is the Sideshow Heat Seeker Deadpool. Really nice, dynamic, funny Deadpool statue. The lighting isn't great in here. Got him displayed right next to Lady Deadpool. He's kind of dodging missiles. He's kind of spearing through an exploding grenade with his katana. All while this whole base is exploding. That's my last Deadpool statue. Maybe one more if you count this Venom Pool hot toy that I got down here. Guess he doesn't really count as a statue, but he looks pretty cool. All right, guys, so that was a look at my Wolverine and Deadpool collection. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned. I still have other areas of the house to show you guys. The collection doesn't stop here. It keeps going and going and going. I will be doing a full, complete walkthrough. Not quite as detailed as these videos, but just to give you guys an idea of how everything is laid out in my collection. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.